this is one of the most important braking techniques to learn. Right, so in this video we will take a look into one of the most important skills to master in Gran Turismo 7 and sim racing in general. It is a braking technique which will make you a lot quicker around the track once you've mastered it. Before we will be showing some specific examples, it is important to note that this technique is not necessary in all corners. In some corners it is better to be more aggressive instead of smooth. However, as a general rule, this technique is considered as one of the most important skills to learn if you want to get quick in sim racing. One could say it is actually easy to learn but difficult to master. That is also the reason I felt like making a specific video on this, because it helped me a lot in my first few months learning sim racing. The technique we're talking about is called trail braking, and turn 1 in Kyoto is actually a good example. So let's look at this in slow motion. As we are starting to brake for this corner, applying only 50% brake pressure, you can see I only apply 50% brake pressure for a short while. I ease off the brakes once I've started rotating left to the apex. If I would apply 50% brake pressure for a longer time, this will cause me to lose time because of two things. I would be braking too hard and for too long, and 2, I wouldn't be able to rotate the car as much, because when applying the brakes you have less control and usually the car wants to understeer more. Because of trail braking, I can stay really close to the apex. This next corner is also a good example. Again, it's a high-speed corner where the car wants to understeer if you don't rotate the car in. Trail braking helps with this. Looking at this again, I ease off the brakes and steer into the corner at the same time. Because of trail braking, I have much more control. The same applies to the hairpin. This is the first example where we apply 100% brake pressure to get the car to slow down as much as possible. But we don't want to apply this much pressure for too long, because then we have no steering control. Again, we ease off the brake going into the apex, trying to be smooth on our brake release, which gives us a smooth entry and flow through the corner. Again, a replay to show you how this works, closing in specifically on the brake input. The final example is also the final corner of the lap. It's crucial to get this corner right, because of the main straight that follows after. So you want to have a good and quick exit. We apply full brake pressure for a short while, and just before the apex we have eased off the brake pedal, which allows us to rotate and get the car lined up for the corner exit. Watching this again in slow motion, we ease off the brakes ever so smoothly, to be as quick as possible through the corner without understeering or braking too much. And there you have it, a breakdown, no pun intended, of this brake technique which will help you become faster around the track. Be sure to subscribe if you find value in these videos, because there's a lot more to come. Check out this playlist if you want to see me applying this technique during qualifying.